I'm a 40k fucking
Army.
Titan.
Ooh.
I made it really small though, so I could sit here and fuck with it on my desk instead of it taking up the entire thing. But yeah, I gotta glue it together still, but yeah, not bad. I don't think anyone else is showing up.
Oh no, I'm checking the stream now.
Ah,
Making sure it's all set and good.
I'm talking mad shit in Discord.
What's new?
I have Tulio open. I am here. I am paying attention. I'm also just talking some mad shit because I'm not playing a video game, so I can multitask on that.
Yeah, you
And
good.
Tulio talks mad shit. It's in character.
You know, until the click clack happens, we're free to bullshit. Connor,
I'm
could you check the
coordinating.
stream? I'm having difficulties.
yeah.
I'm
It's
working
not
on
showing up for
coordinating
me.
my new fighting game team that I'm putting together.
Oh, there we go, found it.
Excuse me.
Oh, but that doesn't show me what I need. I'm gonna assume it's fine. Oh, there we go. Open Studio.
Alright, yeah, I'm not. We'll see.
I can hear you much better now for some reason.
We'll see. I'm lagging behind for.
Oh, there we go. Open Studio. Outside, the stream will be a bit lagged behind. That's just for
Yeah.
stream snipers and basic DS. My bit
Alright,
rate.
yeah, I'm not. We'll see. We'll see.
I can hear you much better now for some reason.
We'll see. I'm like, okay, yeah. The
Oh, there we go.
quality's good.
Stop that before it starts cycling too much.
Deja vu.
So yes, that's set and good. You all are about to enter the Dragon's Tongue to get your drink and food. Both Oog and Daynor have a almost fogged over look and blankness about them. What would you two like to do?
Well, we could just leave Oog here since he's the leader of our party and Maya to vet this dude, and we can go actually make some money since we're kind of broke.
That's a good idea.
With your
Plus,
two's
Oog's been kind of weighing
positions.
us down today.
With your
We're
two's
also
positions.
not really necessary.
You could definitely make a sub party so that you don't have to share the wealth and payout with the other two. Because otherwise it's a even split between everyone since they're a part of your party.
I'll mess with the bookkeeping.
And you could do that all from your personal book.
I do have that on me.
Mm-hmm.
So as
Technically,
we'll I'll do that.
technically it is Kronk's, but as the librarian you are allowed to make edits in it.
I also just sort of snagged it and never gave it back.
Yep.
Yeah, I have no idea what it really is, other than part of a ledger.
Yeah, you just know it as the money book, essentially, because that's the only thing you saw before it was just taken, essentially.
As we're heading out, I'll just make the edit to, we're a sub-party called Dose Chads.
Those Chads.
subcontractors.
Well. Alright, well, what do we want to start with first?
I'm gonna fucking pull up the list of the shit that we had to do. I know it was a couple different orders for. There was one for herb.
Collecting
There was some for lumber.
wood.
There was quite
I
a
think
few
most
for
of them
lumber.
collecting wood.
There was 2
I know there was
requests
one for
for
herbs.
wood. There was one for healing herbs, and then I believe there was one for like general mining and like ore collection. But I don't remember if y'all actually took that one or not. I think you just took the 2 lumber and the herbs.
I mean, I can grab the mining one on the way out.
Yeah, I was about to say this would all be back at the mayor's manor on the bulletin behind the receptionist desk, so very accessible. But yeah, you want to grab them all?
If we do that, if we're gonna get lumber, we're gonna need a cart.
You will need a total of 150 pounds of wood, so yeah.
Maybe 4 oxen.
Fuck Grisbo. Taking my
Yo.
cart shit.
Well, once you've paid me back for what you owe me, I can start actually tracking that motherfucker down.
Well, I should get most of that today and we'll get that fucking squared up. Actually, just take whatever
What do I have?
percentage of what we make out of this.
How much for a cart and 4 oxen? Like, I'm seeing if it's even within my price range.
So
Like
there
a
would
hauling
be
cart, not something to, like, ride in.
Yeah, I get you. There would be both the cart and 2 oxen still at the farm within Cape Copper, because you only took 2 of the 4 last time.
I got
I
nuked.
would believe that she would have like a hay cart or something as a hauling cart in general. Yeah, you could probably borrow for the day.
Okay.
But that would be requiring going there. Let me see if I wrote down her name, because I think I did, but let me make sure.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I may not have.
I remember a halfling.
Yeah. That was so long ago. Let me see if it's in the other book.
Like over a year ago, yeah.
I remember a halfling.
Let's see. All of those people are dead.
Yeah, because it's the one we got the platypus bear
Yeah.
Yep, the owl
from
cat.
and the owl cat. This was when Kronk had money. We're just throwing it around like a sugar daddy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm trying to figure out what's within our budget right now.
You could
Okay.
surmise that would be about 100 gold for both oxen, and then asking for a
Yeah, we
favor for the
cannot do
cart.
that. Yeah, we cannot do that. That is not within budget. So let's maybe go and collect herbs and see how much we can get for that, and then see if we can take on some of the other quests.
What's our ledger say? When do we get our shipment of gold in?
I think that's in another couple weeks, if I'm remembering what I was told right from last time I checked that.
I was about to say every 2 weeks, and you guys last got paid and gave it all to Drac 2 days ago. So
Yeah.
you still have about a week and a half.
Okay. But yeah,
Loosely.
close to about 2 weeks.
Well, there goes
Then
that
again,
idea.
did you guys even ask her name?
No, probably not. It's not something we would do.
Whose name? If you're talking about the bartender, then yes, I did.
No, not the bartender. That's
halfling.
Drac. I know Drac. Yeah, the halfling farm attendant.
I was being a charming motherfucker back then, so probably.
I feel like
'Cause that
you
was
would have asked.
Higher charisma to Leo.
That's why I'm kind of mad I didn't write it down somewhere. But let's call them Jesse. I feel like that's
What?
probably what it was.
Sounds about right.
Let me write that down. But yeah, y'all want to go visit with Jesse? Try and get some animals?
We don't have enough money for the animals. So here's the
Oh, yeah.
idea. Wait,
Wait.
hold on. You said it's how many
Hold on,
pounds
hold on.
of
I got
lumber?
a +3 to charisma, so if I throw
150.
Alright.
150? I need to look up something real quick.
My intelligence looks shit though.
Yeah, what's the weight limit?
I was about to say, you could technically get logs, bring them back, and then cut them up into
Oh!
pieces.
Never mind. We don't need to cut it all. We could just go do it. We can put it all inside of my hat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, you could.
Oh, I completely forgot about
I was
Chad.
seeing who would remember first.
Yeah, I was using this really awesome book here that opens up different screens, and it told me how much my hat can hold. And yeah, we can put all of it inside of our hat.
Well, let's go and do that then. You grab
Yep.
an axe, and I'll grab an axe, and we'll do this.
I was about to say,
I'm not
you
gonna use
could
axe.
probably find an axe in the utility shed off the northern side of the mayor's manor.
And that's what I'm gonna go and do. I'm gonna go and grab that, as well as a pickaxe, because if we're doing the mining stuff, I also want to have that.
That would probably be in the same spot.
I want to set up a little sign on the front desk that says, "If you need a room, find one."
That's essentially what the protocol has been anyway. I think,
figured, but you know, we
in-
got to do some administrative tasks.
yeah. I think while you all are collecting these items and like scurrying around, because you do have the books to like tell you where things are. However, you guys still don't personally know where it's at, so I feel like Tulio, yeah, is just chilling out front, watching Kronk run back and forth into different rooms and being like, nope, 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 yep, here it is.
While he's doing that, I'll actually work on that book of translation notes that I've been working on. I'll spend the time that he's looking for that, reading through that and trying to get my mind around it some more.
Okay. It would only take him like 20 minutes, so it's not a lot of time for you,
Yeah.
but still helps.
It's
But
just
in
some
this
time put
time,
into it.
you would definitely see Oog like saunter back in to the mayor's manor, up to his office and just sit down, almost in a trance-like state, and you just see Daynor floating in and then flying around aimlessly around the chandelier, kind of like a moth. You're not sure what's up with them, but they're doing their own thing.
Well, these motherfuckers are plastered.
Isn't it like looks outside? Yeah, it's really early morning.
It's like 8:30.
Is that any surprise to you, knowing Oog?
Yeah, well, considering the last mayor, hopefully he can sign some good laws into existence in this state.
Ask your uncle to help you pull him out. I'm getting up from this fucking chair again.
No, it's more of the implication.
Honestly, the first thing that came to mind was a kid's head got stuck in a banister. Get your uncle to pull him out.
No, his food's done. He's like, I need it. It says it's done. It's like, there are two other adults in this house right now. I haven't played D&D in weeks.
Speaking
yes.
of, let's head on out.
But yeah, I figure we got everything we need. I got the pickaxe. I got 2 axes, so you can actually do some work.
I was gonna do work, I just wasn't gonna use an axe.
Oh, All right.
As you guys,
Do you see these things? I do like the cartoon flex and I use minor illusion to make my arm go.
as you do so, you make it to the front gate where Pike and Perk are at attention.
Hey guys.
Hi, howdy, hi. How are you two today?
Pretty good. We're doing some subcontract work for the Dose Chads. We're gonna go get some lumber, some medical herbs, maybe
Hey,
some mining.
be
Maybe
careful
some
out
other
there.
herb.
Don't go dying
Oh.
again.
Yeah,
It's
we're trying not to.
My fault.
Can't speak for this one though.
Sometimes people just die, and there's nothing they can do to help it. It's not my fault. All the time. There were like 3 times.
Pike puts a hand on the wall and it just almost as if it melts down into this nice bricked copper like entryway out of the gate.
Alright, let's go get this shit.
You're gonna go off and get this shit?
You guys
We
make
need
it.
to head towards woods. If I remember right, you said it was west that I was being directed last time from checking. Yep.
Best
we
say you
wanna
could
head
always
out.
open your compass and check.
Oh, I know. That's what I was going off of the what's it called? The direction of, because I'm pretty sure last time I was told west.
Yes. So if you
East?
head towards yes.
Did you see?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
fine.
yes. Okay.
If you head towards the west, you would be able to find both the... Let's see, the next one would be the icy pines, the blue pines.
There would be lumber.
And-
Oh wait, I see pines is also the fucking that's the one that Saf wants. That's fucking Chris Kringle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're taking his fucking pines. Fuck that dude.
You
Fuck
could
that
go
dude.
there, or you could stick to the path and go to the golden oaks just past the the icy pines, the blue pines.
We've survived the Golden Oaks quite a few times.
It's time.
Last time we saw Chris, he kind of fucked us.
Yeah, I am not in the mood to get some weird ass gift again.
So
To be
Golden
fair,
Oaks-
Krampus gave you the gifts. Chris Kringle just beat you all.
I thought it was the other way around.
Or yeah, you're right. Other way around. My bad.
Yeah, Krampus was the homie who just punched us in the fucking face really hard.
And gave Kronk a axe that he lost.
Buford an axe that he
Buford
lost.
got the axe. My God, I am all over the place. Thank you.
It's
We're
cool.
good.
Died so many times. It's
This is the help of not drinking sober D&D play. I'm not sober, but I haven't been drinking.
But yes, no drinks today. Not yet.
This is
Um,
coffee.
drink.
I got unsponsored. Blast.
So when am I learning that spell?
Oh, you still got a ways to go. You gotta learn how to carbonate
Fireball.
first.
Joking, I don't actually want to cast Fireball.
I was about to say, that as you guys make it through the tunnel and discuss
What did I
amongst
cast at
yourselves,
fifth level?
alter memory. You did that right before we ended the last session to alter.
Buford's memory, so
Yeah, it was
No,
no.
Buford's dead. I
Daynor.
used encode thoughts.
Yeah, that's
and
what it was.
Because I used encode thoughts and I used detect thoughts. But detect thoughts is a level 2 spell.
What's in code thoughts?
Encode thoughts is a cantrip.
Okay, yeah, I thought one of
That's
them was
what-
a cantrip for you. So
Yeah, like my level 1 slots off for the mage armor, but that'll happen. I think I didn't do a long rest in between the the 2 days that we had from being attacked by Oog.
how did we kill Buford? Wasn't it like a vending machine or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because no, I did. It was modify memory. It was I used it on Buford downstairs in
yeah,
the Lost and Found.
yep, to make
No,
him
no,
think
my
he.
spell slots are
yep.
correct. My spell slots are correct.
Okay.
Sorry,
yes.
wizard stuff.
You're good. As you guys discuss amongst yourselves where you want to collect these herbs, I believe Tulio would know that there are species of healing herbs that grow in the snow, but there would be a lot more abundance in a thriving forest, obviously, which I think both of you would be able to come to surmise.
Like to roll a nature check to see where the best place would be.
Okay.
I can do that too. I got high intelligence.
Yeah.
It's an 11 plus
14.
That's my nature. So
I
that's,
think 14 would make you believe the golden oaks would be more abundant and a better payout.
Did you get higher than a
Whereas-
14?
Nah, that's what I got.
Hey!
Nice.
Those chats.
Those chads sharing a brain cell.
Hell yeah.
So yes, you would both surmise that the golden oaks would be the most abundant and easiest to deal with because you feel rather confident that you've already taken out the biggest bad over there.
It's literally me and the boys. It's just you. We walk out. It's like, yeah, we can fuck up fucking Saint Nicholas easy. It's like, what are you looking for? Oh yeah, that's in the other direction. Yeah, you're right. That's the way we should have gone in the first place.
Literally. But you also, I feel like, would have a little bit more caution going into the Blue Pines just due to Krampus himself said that he protects the woods. Not the animals, not the creatures, the woods.
Well, Seth almost fucked me once. There's no way this is gonna happen again. I say with heavy sarcasm.
Let's see. On the way, so definitely heading towards the Golden Pines.
So it'll take you two, I think if you were at a pretty good pace, about 4 hours. So you could get there by 1.
Okay. I have a question. I have a quick question for the heading there.
Mm-hmm.
Could we consider the time walking if we're not moving at like a crazy, like fast pace, a short rest? Not to regain hit points. I want to use my feature of Arcane Recovery to get one of my spell slots back.
I'll allow that, but yeah, it's hard to do a lot of recovery since you are still actively moving.
Yeah, this one is, it's a once per day when you finish a short rest, you can choose an expended spell slot to recover up to a combined level of 5, and none of the slots can be 6 level or higher.
If you can convince Kronk to carry you as a piggyback, yes, I'll allow it.
I'm not that heavy. And if you're about to take a really serious hit, I can probably do something about it.
Alright, get on.
Yeah. I'm gonna hop up piggyback style and just open up my book and start reading to get my arcane
Kronk,
recovery
give
going.
me a flat roll.
Fuck. 3.
Just
Hold
a
on, let me
second.
make sure that's not an 8. Nope, yep, it's a 3.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Shit.
Okay.
I get exhaustion.
No, I'm gonna say it adds an extra hour if he stays on your back. But if you allow him to stay on your back, you will gain 2 points to your strength. Because you are back in your teenage body, you don't have as much muscle mass, but you have plenty of energy to regain it.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
So go
Okay.
ahead and edit your character as you are carrying someone for 5 hours on your back, and you make it all the way through the desolate plains of Cape Copper into the icy woods of the blue pines, and then
Oh,
you
I thought we were
find
going to the Golden Oaks.
you have to go through to make it.
Ah,
But as long as you stay on the path, you haven't had any interactions. You've had to step off the path to do anything.
gotcha.
So you make it through without incident, thankfully, and right to the edge of the Golden Oaks. Last time you were here, the path and woods itself closed itself off to the party and kind of pushed you out, literally. The path has reopened, but a much narrower, nowhere near the size of a cart. Both of you would recognize it as a basic footpath through the woods.
I'm gonna open up my compass and be like, we heading in the right direction?
Good thing I'm not as broad as I was.
Abercrombie pops out, takes off his hat, and looks around. Aye, sir. As long as you continue upon this path, you should make it to the destination you seek most desirable.
Perfect.
Is there anything
All right.
else, sir?
Tell him to go and get an army.
I don't think that's gonna work. Thank you, Abercrombie. You've been amazing. Go ahead and take a rest.
Thank you, sir. He puts his hat on, tips it, and he essentially Pokemon shrinks back down into the compass and it closes.
Put that back inside the hat and continue on. Everything important in the hat.
As you make it in and start walking, you very much realize these are very dense woods. A lot of ground coverage, a lot of brambles and thorns. The deeper you get, the more the ground coverage clears up, and it's starting to look more like an old growth, very low cut, wooded area.
I would like to do a nature check for good lumber.
Give me a roll.
That's nature is +5, so that'll be 16.
Perfect. You needed a 15. You can surmise that there are 10 trees of adequate size that are at the end of their life. Like, right about to topple. They've had about half a season to dry out, but are very much dead.
Right, let's see. Well, I was going to do another thing, but you said you brought 2 axes, right?
Yeah, I did.
Oh wait, maybe I could do it with this. Oh, creature. I'm just looking through my book real quick to make sure that I actually have to touch a physical object to do this. Hold on one moment.
Yeah, you can.
Those 2 trees over there look like some good ones. Hold on a second. I'm just thumbing through my spell book.
Ah, shit. So much for that one. I was gonna use Featherfall on him once I started cutting them,
Fair.
but it doesn't. It just says myself or a creature.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
was
doesn't
gonna
work
use
for
lightning
inanimate.
lure. I was gonna use lightning lure, but it also specifies creature.
Yup.
I could technically throw a firebolt at it, because it says at a creature or object,
Yeah.
but that might just catch the entire woods on fire.
Maybe.
And I was
And
thinking-
having a higher than average intelligence, I would know not to throw fire at dead trees.
Yes, yeah, I would say that's accurate.
Kronk doesn't.
Oh wait, I could. Hold on, I have an idea. How close are the trees to each other?
What is?
There'd be a grouping of like 3, 2, and then another grouping of 2, and then a grouping of 5, like in a solid, like semicircle area, crescent kind of shape.
Oh, I can do this for a minute. Hold on, I have a plan. I can do this. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and since this is taking a bit, I'm going to I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on myself. And I'm going to change its element to thunder damage.
Okay.
And then I've got a minute to go and just blast thunder damage at these trees to hopefully knock them down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to do.
Base.
It's
Roll
in
damage.
a 15. Yep, it's in a 15-foot cone at the base, and it is 3d6 per breath.
How close are you?
Within 15 feet.
Okay.
Motherfucker, you're still on my back. Do I get... Do I...
He would have
Am
gotten
I-
off your back once you got to the footpath, I would say.
Okay.
The first breath is 10 damage.
The first tree topples and lands on the ground, the bottom of which essentially gets shattered out and mulched to where you lose about 5 foot of the tree. Because I'm going to say you're about 15 foot away.
Yep.
Rather wide cone at that point, and you get about
Yeah.
half the tree and 25 pounds of wood.
Alright, you were focused on chopping them up. I'll knock them down, and I'm gonna go get the other ones.
Give me the hat.
I'll take off the hat and I'll set it on the ground so we can just drag the lumber over and shove it in.
So I'd like to, as I'm pulling it over and I'm cutting it, I'll take it from log to hat. So, cut it
Okay.
up, put it in. That way I don't have a big pile sitting there or anything. It's just all right in the hat.
Mm-hmm.
8 damage for the second breath.
You want me to give you a strength check for that, or...
No, it's repetitive, and for the cutting motion, I think you would be fine. You're getting close to your first point of exhaustion, but that would require a bit more effort and haste. You don't have any time restraint right now.
Okay.
For the second tree, what did you roll?
8 is what I
8,
said for
okay.
damage.
You would again.
I only cast it at the second level, so.
Yeah. So, like, how are you yelling at these trees?
I'm just going up to it, and I'm like doing like a full like dragon's breath, just going up to the tree and going, just like cone, because it is thunder damage, so it's just like that very loud noise.
Mm-hmm. So with this one, I think you would get up real close and like go for it, and only be able to do like the very start of the cone at the base. So you make a hole through it, but it like punches through and yeah, bulges it, but it doesn't quite
Okay.
topple.
I want to go to the side that's facing away from Kronk, and I'm going to do another blast at it to try to get it to topple, not towards him.
Okay, give me a roll.
12.
It again takes about half the tree out, and you get about 25 pounds of wood falling away from Kronk.
That's about 100 so far.
Total of 100
Alright.
super.
And you said we needed 150?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's 2 trees, and there was a line of 3 of them. I want to try to line up and try to get those 3 like in a line and see if I can knock down more than one at a time.
Okay. To hit them all, you would have to be within 5 foot of the first one.
I'll get up closer.
Okay.
I have a plan for if this goes wrong. $13.
You managed to break the first and second one, but the third one stands strong as the other 2 somehow, like, they're slightly off gate. So you get it right down the center, and they just topple to the side.
Let's see. This is...
And you could surmise that's about another 100 pounds of wood that just fell.
I think we're good after we like get these ones done. I'm gonna go look for herbs, and I will stop concentrating on Dragon's You know, you could just put me as the god of your cult that you're trying to start. That'd make it way easier to funnel things to you to sacrifice, because then you'd have someone on the inside that is literally the god saying, hey, give him the children. Just a thought. Gonna go find some herbs. Wanders off into the woods.
Well, I kind of like that idea. But Kronk is going to keep chopping wood and putting it in the hat. And he'll take a break every once in a while to kind of breathe.
So, I would say this will take you about another 3 hours to get all of it chopped up.
I rolled a 19 for that nature check, and that's a +5, so 24 to find some medical herbs.
You
Or
would...
after Kronk.
Yeah. It's about to say, Kronk's working on the wood and cutting it up. It'll take him quite some time. I would say with that roll, you would be able to find plenty of flowers, some medical moss, and a couple mushrooms that would be very useful for much anyone making medicines for like the common cold, rashes, and or infections. So a pretty good baseline for general medical herbs.
Okay.
And I would say about, I'll just say 2 pounds of medical herbs in general.
Okay.
Various.
There's one other thing I wanted to look for. I need to find the thing that it was paired with. Give me 1 second. You said it was like 2 pounds of medical herbs? How much was the contract for?
I'd say 1.5 pounds.
Okay. So for that, so for a ½ pound, how much gold's worth would you say would those herbs be?
About 10 to 15, depending on how in need they are.
I just need 10 gold worth because now I can actually cast Find Familiar. Because I was looking for some extra herbs to add to that as my component thing.
There you go.
Those are consumed when used, but I'll actually work on my ritual whenever I get back to Kronk and deposit these herbs into the hat.
Yeah. So you would come back to Kronk with about 1.5 trees left to process and put in the hat. What you want to do?
Well, you said he's got 1.5 trees. It takes me 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure, to ritual cast this, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Is it, nope, 1 hour. 1 hour and 10 minutes.
So yeah, you could start the ritual and be done right about as he's finishing up with the tops.
Yep, and I will deduct the spell components from my thing. So I set up my little brass brazier, like while he's doing that, and I will conduct my ritual. I'm going to summon, let's see, which one do I want it to be?
About to say, Kronk, within your few breaks for your last about 1.5 hours of work, if you want to comment on the ritual that's happening near you.
Well, what the hell are you doing?
I'm getting a little friend.
Yeah? What kind of little friend?
One that flies, I think.
Kronk,
I'm
your
just
mind
gonna-
immediately goes to the thought of Betsy with wings. Which is kind of a bittersweet, because you don't even know if they're alive.
I'm going
Last thing
to
you know, you were grounded.
I will choose form of Raven for my familiar. And I will leave it up to the DM to decide which one it is, because you'll get a kick out of this. It is a fae, a fiend, or a celestial spirit that takes that form. So I'll let you choose which one it is. If you would message me, I would like to know. But yeah, I'll let you.
I think
choose
you'll
which
be
one
able
matches
to
well with
figure it
Tulio.
out of how they spawn. Because, yeah, I'll give Kronk a few minutes to make comments of what you're doing as you're doing it.
I'm tracing out like a magical circle on the ground. I've got a brazier, I'm burning incense, and I'm putting herbs into it, speaking arcane, just speaking a bunch of different arcane words, tracing runes into the air. very legitimately full-on ritual.
Well, this is most witchy shit I've seen today.
Yeah, you didn't get to see me summon demons, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
And as you say that, your spell components all start to combine, and a beam of light starts to form from your brazier, and all of the ingredients melt, mold together, and then form a gold coin that starts to spin and rise, and then eventually form out into a golden raven.
Perfect.
Can you
I'm going
surmise
to
which
name
one it
you
is from
Jeff.
that?
I'm assuming Fae, but it could be Celestial.
Celestial, it's tied to Squeakum.
Gotcha. I'm still naming him Jeff.
Give me a second, I gotta go and put this boy back to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Would that be in honor of Jeff Fafa, the old mayor of Wellspring?
Actually, I just like the idea of telling Jeff to go spy on people.
Fair.
People Jeff.
But yes, you have gained a golden raven.
Alrighty, and I did deduct my, what's it called? Our components, because that is a spell that consumes them.
Mm-hmm.
Is it loaded, or do I need to load it? Okay.
Nobody's scared of a Jeff.
You should be.
I say they don't need to be scared of Jeff. They need to be scared of who Jeff is connected to.
They kinda do need to be scared of Jeff. There's a beautiful thing about the Find Familiar spell that a lot of people kind of ignore. Hold on. Let's see. It is in here. There it is. Finally, when you cast a spell with a range of touch, your familiar can deliver the spell as if it had cast the spell. Your familiar must be within 100 feet of you, and it must use its reaction to deliver the spell when you cast it. If the spell requires an attack roll, you use your attack roll modifier for the roll. You can inflict vampiric touch through your familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And vampiric touch is a concentration spell, which means that you can keep doing it. There's a lot of fun little things that you can do with familiars, especially charm person spells and things like that that require a touch. Change your familiar into a spider.
It's very Poe.
Raven for now. It's easier to get a bird's eye view on things. That's the other fun thing about Find Familiar, is that you have bat, cat, crab, frog, toad, hawk, lizard, octopus, owl, poisonous snake, fish, quipper, rat, raven, seahorse, spider, or weasel. You are muted again.
I know.
Okay.
What would you do with a damn seahorse?
If you're underwater, seahorses have a very fast movement speed and are great scouts because their stealth is very high. They can hold still and they look like bits of coral. So if you're in an underwater mission, you know, with like, say, a underwater breathing spell that can be cast on an entire party for like 8 hours and you want to scout ahead, seahorse. Or octopus. Octopuses are also quite good. Octopi, whatever.
But yeah, you two are currently back at the mayor's manor, drunk and passed out.
Fair enough. I was trying not to butt in, but I worked last night, and I have to work tonight, so... And my alarm did not wake me up, so, you know. 'Cause I did set alarms to be here on time.
It's all good.
So far, we've got lumber and medical herbs.
Nice.
Very nice.
We're subcontracting. Ah.
Does know.
I just
But we
really
all
need
are
that.
so live on YouTube.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
Yeah, 4 hours now. I get to play, and I get to try and catch another couple hours before night shift.
We can say that after he's done with his processing of the lumber and shoving it into the hat, we can start making our way back, since he's not here currently.
Yeah.
And we can swap over to the other two, because I have to go partake in recreationally legal activities in our state.
Yeah.
Oh. Also, in theme, gotta have a raven.
Oh.
By the time they get back, it'll be nightfall. Is there anything y'all want to do back at the Mayor's Manor?
I'm assuming I'm Oog.
Yes.
When Oog first gets up, he'd like to go make a pot of coffee.
So then, Daynor, you smell a pot of coffee being made. You are currently in your own room at the Mayor's Manor. How does that look?
I'm awakened by the scent of coffee, and I travel towards it.
Oh
and I
no, Oog,
proceed-
you're making the coffee in the kitchen.
Oh, I'm making
Yeah.
coffee. Okay.
But no, I'm trying to get Daynor to describe his room since he's a fairy and, you know, the room's formed to the person, so.
Yeah. So my room from the outside would look like a crack in the wall. That's just got like moss and lichen. If it's formed to me specifically, and it's just big enough for me to crawl in and out. On the inside of the room is pretty bare bones, like continuing the worn stone hiding in a hole idea. Just some lichen and moss on the walls. Nice little mossy bed. But not a whole, and like one little beam of light coming in from like the top corner. But it's mostly a fairy-sized dank little cave hole that's very not supposed to be a room. It's
So it has all of this and just a, like, name placard above the crack in the hallway that
Yeah.
says Daynor. But yes, your little hovel gets filled, utterly almost gassed out with the smell of Oog coffee.
life just flutter my wings like whole Igor half asleep hungover. Like obvious there's like a bob to my flight path as I exit my room with a little bit of Looney Tunes being led by my nose to the coffee. Who's making life juice?
You make it into the kitchen down behind the receptionist's desk to the smell, and you just see Oog, not currently in his leather gimp suit, but just completely free balling it, stirring a pot of coffee that has a odd sheen to it, and it seems to be sticking to the side of the pot a little bit.
Do I notice the addition to the room? Or am I completely focused on stirring my pot of coffee just after waking up?
Well, considering you're still kind of broken and your passive perception is 24, you definitely notice him come in.
I continue stirring. Don't even look at him. Just like, can you handle a little bit of poison with your coffee?
Me? Handle poison? I'm still working on the voice, forgive me. Yeah.
Just making
Pull
sure
out.
you're warned.
I'll pull out my appropriately sized cup, because I'm presuming there's not a shelf of cups for Daynor.
No, there's nothing of that nature, but there would definitely be some shot glasses on a shelf. But that would be the closest thing to your size in this area, because for as far as you can tell, you're the first fairy to come to this town. So there are things that'll work, but still kind of too big.
I use the spoon to dip out his amount of coffee.
I don't think it's
Inventory.
even that. I'm trying to find his height, because it's not in here.
I'm pretty sure he's like an inch and a half or some shit like that. Is
Inch
what
and
he
a
said.
half?
Yeah, no, I spoon out his coffee.
So
Did
yeah, no,
I?
his cup would be like a few drops. He might just get ook poison.
Oh shit, I didn't put my height. Small.
You said it in the last session. I just
I
don't
know
remember exactly what it is.
Yeah, me neither.
I want to say
I
you
know it
said
was like
2 or
an inch
3
or-
inches.
I know that tiny counts as under an inch in D&D
Well,
terms.
yeah, he's
or
not
like an
tiny,
inch.
he's
So I
small,
think
so
he
he
had,
can
like,
be
an
up
inch
to...
and a half.
Well, he's just small, so he can be up to 3 feet, technically. I don't remember if
know
you
I
wanted to
went-
be cherub or fairy.
I know I went the smaller side.
So probably, yeah, like 6 inches.
Yeah, we can review the
Okay.
tape to adjust that, but yeah. Instead of going for the shot glasses, because I do have a backpack, I'm gonna just pull out this beat up
Tin cup.
thimble. Like, yeah, it's a repurposed, appropriately sized vessel with just like a handle stuck in the side, and I'll just rust is what's holding my handle on my mug more than anything. Rust and tenacity and a
Tetanus.
little bit of tetanus. And hold it out to Oog. Get her filled up, and as I'm fluttering back to like sit down on the butter box or whatever else I find appropriately sized, I'll hit it with a chilled touch so it becomes chilled iced coffee without diluting it,
Okay.
because I can at will those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if only I could figure out get rid of this damn headache
I should
from all
keep
that.
watching him to make sure he doesn't die on me
Yeah, give me a
for a
second.
couple minutes before I pour my own cup of coffee and start sipping away. Don't need another corpse.
If you're stirring, I'm imagining you're making it an open top pot. So
Mm-hmm.
when the DM's done thinking, I'll make the next move in our interaction.
Oh no.
Oh no, I can't
Uh-oh.
really move it. But that's a 6, a 5, and a 4. I tried. I really tried. You got a
And
cup of pure ook poison?
Oh no.
And you're dead.
He won't die.
I have a surprisingly high amount of.
Yeah, I was about to say, he has plenty of HP to take this, but the dice just... I'm gonna put one of those away.
How high is his constitution and poison resistance?
That's what I was looking for earlier. I don't see much of any.
Oh no.
Like, his con is fine, but, like, yeah, I don't see anything that would give him poison resistance.
Hit me with it.
Like, he would have some form, but not this form.
Yeah, other than general druid help.
I was about
nothing.
to say, yeah, you would be more plant-based.
Funguses.
Yeah. Whereas this is more natural toxins and paralytics
yeah.
and other things. Let me see. Here's
Hit
my
me
Oog
with it.
poison. I'm looking at my Oog poison chart.
Do I notice any abnormalities to his behavior?
So, Oog, you would see
Just laying on the ground,
his...
passed out, completely normal.
So,
Looks normal to me.
I also have to think about how this affects Faye. Oog, the only differences you would see, which I don't know if you'd really count as differences, because he's kind of janky already, with how he woke up and hovered in here. I can't really say hobbled, but hovered. But as he's sitting there, takes the swig, you see his wings start to droop and kind of lose luster. His eyes would... I was about saying you don't even have anything for your eye color or anything, so...
I'll work on it.
Whatever color they were, they turn to a almost chocolate brown, and his skin would start to have a purple sheen to it. So he's looking kind of
Would you look
rough.
at that?
But he's
Would you
changing
look at that?
colors.
He done did lie to me. Hey, bub, you just changed colors. Are you okay?
You would feel slightly disorientated, like you just took the strongest hit of alcohol. Also, you just came from the bar and dealing with a hangover, so that kind of fades away, but not in a good way.
Yeah. This coffee. It's some good stuff.
I'm connected to Oog right now, not like telepathically, because I don't have that shut down. And I just like send a little message of, I don't think he can hang with us. That was barely a sip.
I was about to say, I don't think you would be aware of what's happening with your distance right now.
Damn it.
Because...
But comedically.
I think I got the wet few minutes before I have another.
Do I have a pitcher of water close by?
Yeah, you'd have a sink and yeah, a few pitchers. You're
He's
in the
gonna
kitchen.
blend
It's fully
fluid on.
stocked.
I grab an empty mug by the handle, careful not to splash any oog into it. I fill it full of water. I put next to the wobbly fairy. I'm like, this might be a better choice.
Daynor, give me a con save.
Oh, and I put something into the party open chat for what I'm doing on the way back. Just
That's
this extra note.
fair.
Con save. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. So, I rolled a 4, but my modifier is +6. So, solid 10, guys.
You needed to beat a 12.
Sounds about right.
You
This is
blink out for a second, almost as if blacking out, and fall forward into the mug to where you're just slumped over the side with your head barely like touching the water. Not quite in it, but touching. Ooh, you just see fairy, a fairy.
I go get a clean spoon and make sure his head's not in the water.
Am I quasi awake with after that 1 second of blip?
I would say you'd be very disorientated and yeah, waking up like curled up in the spoon.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's like a proper ladle.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, we have to go ladle if we're gonna
Yeah.
stay on 6 inches, but yeah.
And I'm just over in the corner sipping on coffee, making sure he doesn't die on me like the last few individuals. Or actually just waiting to see if I get a new snack.
But yeah, we'll leave you two to your drunken stupor from coffee and babysitting said drunken stupor to our two duos out in the vast, wide nowhere.
Those Chads.
Those Chads.
Yeah.
You guys would be making it about back to the Blue Pines by now, and it's about 6 o'clock. The sun's starting to get low.
Do you think we should camp overnight? Like, I have the stuff to
Well,
do so, but do you think we should?
I can make a fire real quick, so
I was about to say,
Yeah,
you
fair.
two do know that the Blue Pines don't really get dark. They just kind of go into the twilight from the glow of the pines. But the wastelands of Cape Copper might be a little dim outside of the lights from the city.
So, yeah, I'm thinking that what we need to do is we could push on. If we stop here, we can camp. I have the things to camp. The question is, do you think the other two can handle it with us being away?
no. No, I don't. We leave for more than a day. They will definitely set that motherfucker on fire.
Give me a minute to
How? They'll do
figure
it,
something out.
but they will. Ultimately, what we should do is just grab them and then send our asses out here to do the next fucking shift, even though they're not going to get paid through our hard. We can get paid through their hard work.
Well, there's also another thing we need to go back to the Golden Pines for anyways. So, this was kind of a scouting mission to see how we did without a cart. And if us two can make it, then the four of us would be pretty set.
I
But
agree.
granted, we haven't had to deal with anything yet.
Well, we'll deal with that when the time comes.
Yeah. So that's the question. Do we stop and camp, or do we push on? If we push on, we're going to be fucking exhausted in the morning.
You guys could surmise you'd make it back about 9-10 p.m. So you could still get a good night's rest in your rooms and not have to deal with any exhaustion, but Kronk is feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Because he kind of took half of this leg. Literally on his leg.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I guess we can head back.
All right. So we'll continue on, and Jeff will still be about 100 feet ahead, like sort of doing a spy drone thing, keeping tabs on what's coming towards us. Because I'm assuming we're not being stealthy since we're actually trying to get there on time. So yeah, just walking down the path. Dose chads.
Those chads.
So we will leave you guys there, heading back to Cape Copper, and cut back to the other two. Daynor, you'd be regaining yourself about now. It's been about an hour. Oog, what are you doing?
I'm making sure I don't have a new snack on my hands.
Yeah, no, he seems to be fully stabilized and no worse than he was.
Okay, not another corpse, but luckily this one's small enough to dispose of quickly.
Are you going to say that out loud? Or is that just your thought process?
Out loud, I will say, yes, I don't have to figure out what to do with another body.
You
just-
figure out what to do. We'll just throw.
You just give the bodies to me, man.
Well,
put 'em to
that would
work.
be. I love that idea, but first you got to stay alive long enough. And you were taking that coffee a little bit not so well.
What'd you have in that coffee? That's some good stuff.
That would be my ooze, sir. I accidentally dripped it in the coffee. That's why I asked if you could handle a little bit of poison. I forgot how potent it was. I've been slowly building up the immunity of those in my party, whether they like it or not. It's very unfortunate if they can't handle accidentally bumping into me and dying.
Hold 1 minute. Shit. I'll look around. Is there like a bag of... Are we still in the kitchen? Is there a bag of beans or a jar of appears to be ground coffee anywhere?
There would be a jar of just plain coffee grounds, yeah.
Okay. And I presume like the supplies I can eyeball around to make a fresh
Yeah.
pot. I'll make hold 1 moment because apparently I have to catch up with y'all's training program. My voice is coming back. The coffee was good shit.
Yes, I'm very
Give me a
satisfied
minute.
that I didn't have to
Uh,
dispose of the body.
and I guess even more haggard and shitty looking than my chocolate brown eyes and
You are a new color,
de-shiny-fied
though.
wings, I'll make a fresh pot. Fill
I'm
my
just a
cup
stone show of a new colored fairy making coffee.
and pull my travel spork for thematic purposes. And I'll swipe his, because he's still, yeah, I'll swipe him to get just like a spork full. And I'll stir it into my pot to give myself a lower manageable dose for me.
Okay. Give me a nature check.
Ooh.
And please tell me precisely where you swiped this ooze off of him.
Location.
Describe how you're sitting in the kitchen for me, Oogie.
I'm in the nearest chair, leaning back.
Just leaning back. I'll swipe the top of his thigh.
Oh my.
Just like, zoop, just fly by scoopers.
Okay.
And then So, here we go. $14.
Okay. How
Oh,
much of
no.
this is you gonna drink?
How ambitious are you, sir?
I would say a cup every 5 or 10 minutes. Like, I'm not chugging, but I am consistently pulling to try and work out this hangover.
Give me a con roll for every cup.
Just a straight
Gonna kill
con roll or a
himself by
save?
drinking coffee.
As I see him about to start sipping on his coffee, I'm like, good sir, you might want to rehydrate before you caffeinate.
A save or a flat stat roll?
Con save.
Okay. Another 10.
Okay. You
We'll
need
go
a
3 cups.
14.
Another 10.
Yeah.
Am I discombobulated again?
You're definitely feeling it, Mr. Krabs, and your flight is becoming much, much harder.
I guess I'm stopping at 1. Because, no, flying is how I get around. So if it's struggle bus and I'm stuck.
It's the equivalent of, yeah, essentially being winded anytime you try to fly.
You really ride on Oog, though. To be fair, you're not heavy.
It's true.
I'm
But-
gonna go put my gimp
I
suit
guess I'm
back
just
on
getting
and get
1.
my
I was planning on
and my
drinking
gloves.
3, but if I'm getting winded just getting across the kitchen, I'd stop.
Yeah.
It's like, I need to. Hell, me? How long you been? If they drink this stuff regularly, it's good shit.
Your chest
Yeah,
definitely feels warm.
Ugh.
And I
I'm
think
gonna have
about
to-
this time,
Ugh.
our other party members would be walking into the mayor's manor.
Right.
I'm going to. So there's a fun little thing you can do with familiars where you can dismiss them, but it's not an unsummon.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do that once we get back within the bounds of Cape Coppa.
Okay. They'd probably still continue to follow you and just perch on whatever building you're within.
Oh, I know, but it's easier for me if I just dismiss them,
Fair.
but not like unsummon.
Yeah.
So they're there, but not there.
Yeah.
Like not physically. Yeah, they can't do anything, and they're not physically there, but I can make them reappear within 100 feet myself.
Yeah. I get you. But yeah, you two walk in and you just see the kitchen door open. The entire place reeks of coffee and oog.
I'm still going to bed. Regardless of what.
Oh yeah, it's nighttime. Yep, going to sleep. I don't know why you guys are drinking coffee. It's 10 p.m. Good night.
Y'all might want to go to bed. We're gonna have a busy day tomorrow.
After I get back in the room after putting my gimp suit on, I carry the little drunk Faye back to his room. With the
I'm all ready for the day. It's 10 p.m.
But yes, you carry him back to his hovel. He crawls in. Or yeah, if you want, you can just shove him in. It's a crack in the wall with a placard with his name.
I gently place him in front and let him walk in.
I'll stagger
And put the
with
cup
the occasional
outside his little
spasmodic flutter.
trap in the
Mhm.
wall. Crack.
I'm gonna throw a long rest on this bit.
Yeah, everyone can take a long rest.
And then I'll
Confirm.
return to my room and do go into meditation mode.
Okay.
I'm looking at my spell book real quick. I love ritual casting. It's the best shit ever.
Let's see.
Oh, come back.
So, as you were all... Oh,
No, you're good. I need to message you a thing.
okay. So, as you all go into your nightly states, I would say Daynor and Oog. You both have a dream of large birds. Large eagles, to be a fact. And in your dream, they've come down, swooping upon Cape Copper. For Daynor, you can just see Cape Copper filled with your old kin, your entire village of Fae just being swooped down and eaten by these large eagles. Oog, you see the town filled with grunge. None that you recognize outside of maybe the few that came with you to this new continent, but otherwise filled with new spawns of grunge, new warriors, new classes. Also being pounced on by the eagles, torn apart. The few survivors are running into the desert. But what fate is that in the hot desert versus the eagles now? Both of you wake up at essentially the same time to not only realize that it wasn't a nightmare, but the town is currently being attacked by giant eagles. What would you like to do? It's about 3:30 a.m.
Let's see. Okay. Mm,
I need a.
I'd like to proceed to make a large racket as I exit the main building. And where's the closest eagle to me?
The first one would be just outside the mayor's manor, and it seems to have pounced on Drac and is pinning him to the ground.
Yes, I'd like to cast haste and attack the eagle.
Roll to hit.
13. And I'm using my daggers, since they'd be in the back of my belt most of the time. And the aim is to use the daggers to latch on to the eagle.
Okay. You said
If
at
not, just
13.
straight out kill. 13, yeah. And then weapons, the inventory. See my vicious dagger.
Got roll for damage.
$15.
Okay.
And the only thing I think the vicious dagger gets me is a 20-60 for throwing range. I
Yeah, I
don't
was about to
see
say
it.
that'd be a range.
20 is your lower range. 60 is your outer range. If it's beyond 60, you throw with disadvantage, unless you have the sharpshooter feat.
Mm-hmm. But I was going for a tackle style of stabbing anyways.
Oh, then that's just melee. It doesn't matter on that case.
I was
Then
going for a melee anyways, but I was looking to see if the vicious dagger gave me any extra.
vicious is for if it crits, you get extra damage.
Okay. Spells.
I have been learning my magic item.
And then before I can do my next thing, I need to know if I landed a hit.
Yeah, you landed the hit.
Alright. I'd like to cast. Not that one. That
I was
one.
saying, when you have a second, I need you to roll initiative. Because
Okay.
you got
Would
the
that go for
surprise
Kronk
attack.
and Tulio as well?
Once they
Like-
get outside the mayor's manor.
Cast
Oh.
Dragon's Breath.
Okay.
It... Okay, no, that's improper usage.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I
Was-
thought that was it. It's a touch for range, so I thought it was a physical touch, but no, it's touch one willing creature and a
Yeah, that's touch to imbue it. You can touch yourself.
Yeah, you can-
To give
You can do it
yourself
on
Dragon's
yourself.
Breath.
Shotgun
Yeah.
blast him pretty
Yeah, because it's a 15-foot cone. I used it to clear some trees earlier.
Yeah.
Please don't tell him to touch himself. It's not that kind of strength.
Not right now.
I cast Dragon's Breath on myself, and I spew Dragon's Breath at the eagle.
What element? Because you do actually get to pick with Dragon's Breath. I just added the Thunder element because I had that available to me.
Can I choose lava as an element?
The closest you would get was fire
Yeah,
with the
I was
ones
about to
that it
say
has.
base
'Cause it gives you a list. Hold on.
It should
Dragon's
be in
Breath.
Hell.
Oh, I unprepared it for the long rest. Hold on, I have to go into my actual spells. Because I was like, I'm not going to use this one for currently.
See, I got it all the way up to.
I have to have it prepared to look at what the fuck it does. Hold on, I'm gonna unprepare shield because we all know that I keep shield prepared at all times to look at what Dragon's Breath does. Give me 1 second. It has acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison.
I'm gonna go with poison. Since
What level did you cast it at?
I cast it at level 6, at the 6th level. And I'm gonna
So
do the
the
freaking D&D roll dice that it gives me an option of using. And
because that's 7d6 for the attack. Because it's a bonus action to cast Dragon's Breath, and then yeah, that'll be 7d6 that you roll for damage.
okay. And then I still
Alright,
need
I'm
to
re-
roll initiative.
I'm re-preparing my shield now.
I got an 11 for you.
Nice. I'm just gonna, I guess, fly out screaming, "The Eagles are coming! The Eagles are coming!" to get out the front door.
You mean float? Or are you running on the ground with a little pitter patter of tiny 2-inch feet?
Did I say run or fly out?
You said
You
run.
said run, so
Oh.
it'd be.
You said run.
No, here's what it is. Here's what it is, y'all.
And that's what wakes us up. We think there's
Yeah.
mice walls.
No.
No, it'd
Not
definitely
just
be the
The pest
screaming.
problem.
So I'm doing the full. The eagles are coming. The eagles are coming. But I'm doing hop skip, so I'll flutter like every 2 feet. I'll flutter to give myself a little jump of speed. But it's yeah.
I only have a passive perception of 13. You might need to be louder.
I was
I'm
about to say, I would
screaming
say
at
the
the
scream
top of
would
my
be
tiny lungs.
loud enough
Okay.
to alert you, just due to both of your backgrounds.
That works.
So yes, I
and-
need Daynor to give me initiative before we go forward.
18. 18 was my initiative roll. And for an opening move, when I come out.
I was about to say, as you come out, it would be the eagle's turn,
Okay, that's fine.
but you would get
I rolled a
eyes.
12.
Because
That
if
actually
I
works
do
for
get
the lineup.
if I get a move before I get bamboozled, I was gonna drop a level 5 fog cloud.
Is it action or bonus action?
It's an action. So yeah, I can't bonus it. I can't reaction it or anything.
Nah.
But if I'm
and
gonna-
Kronk, go
otherwise
ahead and
we
give
just-
me.
Got to see what happens, because that might change now.
Kronk.
Go ahead.
Initiative.
Oh, right. My bad. So that's a nat 1.
Yeah, I heard it.
Plus your initiative bonus.
So
It's initiative, so
Yeah.
you do get more than just one.
so I get 3.
Hey!
Which again,
That's time
ironically,
for it to be a nat 1. Let's
Even
be real.
though that wasn't the
Honestly.
dice that I was gonna roll for that one, it still fell out of my hand, so I'm gonna count it.
and
Yeah.
it works perfect for the lineup, honestly.
It's
So-
cool, I'm at 12.
The Eagles' turn. As Daynor gets outside, you would just see the eagle get splashed with acid breath. And looking rather pissed off, the eagle turns and screeches and goes for a flurry of strikes on Oog. Do. Let me see what that is. Why can't the stat block be easier? Let's see if I can find a better one. There we go. Do. Perfect. Wow.
Do you need the damage for the dragon's breath?
I thought
I would assume
you told me
that
that.
No.
Oh. Then I
We just
considered it.
established that I need to roll
Okay.
7d6.
Then yeah, I need that.
24.
Okay. So yes, the eagle is very pissed off because that's a bit lower than I thought it was at.
Yeah, you thought it was what, 70?
No, I thought you did 20 damage.
Not just 20.
A little bit more.
Just 4 points more.
But yes, it is gonna take that, and then it'll
And
be...
then let's see. I'm immune to poison. Do I have poison? What's the word I'm looking for? Proficiency.
You would have poisoner's proficiency.
So would that?
That's for preparing poisons and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it's still a bonus action to coat your weapon in poison. But you do have your darts in your cheek for your ranged weapon that are already pre-coated.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But the eagle's going to attack after my poison breath. Or spit or whatever we want to call it.
It's a dragon's breath that the Oog is throwing.
Mm-hmm. Oog flavored dragon's breath.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, can you not do anything else?
I think.
Because that's only an action. That's only a action to use dragon's breath. Bonus action to cast it. Movement to get there. So yeah, that would be action
Yeah.
economy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I just
Yeah.
wanted to be sure he didn't have any bonus stuff.
I moved there. I stabbed him. Did I?
Because he cast haste,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
cast haste.
which is why he was able to stab him, do the
And do the
bonus
fire
action to
breath,
cast
yeah.
dragon's breath, and breathe.
And I
So-
got a 13 on the stab. Or to get there to get a stab.
Yeah.
However you want to look at it.
So that's your turn. It is now the eagle's turn. What, Daynor?
I do have Warcaster, so I can cast an action spell as a reaction, if that matters for sequence of events.
I was about to say not in this
It's
case
for if
because
someone
it's...
leaves your.
I was just putting
If you get an attack of opportunity, that means you can cast a spell instead of just attacking them. I don't have that, which means that if someone leaves my range, I have to stab at them with a dagger. I can't cast a spell.
all good. I was just putting it out there.
No, it's a good thing to keep note of.
And then, yes, it is now the eagle's turn.
How many eagles are there?
You don't know.
We're not outside yet.
Yeah.
We can ask her in a moment. I'm gonna ask as soon as I get outside, trust me.
Oh, god damn it, I'm writing it.
Okay. Armor class is 16. Both those hit. Do.
How many did I go down?
Okay, thank God they're the same dice. So the eagle is going to come down with its beak and 2 swipes with its talons for... There it is. Sorry, finding my dice. 13 damage. Yeah. And then that'll be its turn. Because it really doesn't have much else to do. And then Daynor. What you doing? This thing's looking bloodied, poisoned, and weak.
I'm gonna, seeing that it hit Oog, I'm gonna reach out and Sith Lord grab, and behind the eagle, there's gonna be this gnarly, like, skeletal, bark-looking hand that's ghostly. Grab it by the back of its neck, hopefully, with a chill touch,
Okay.
which is not going to touch shit because it's a 7 for the attack roll.
Is that with your spell attack modifier?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that would not hit.
No, it's bad. I should
You
have
try
taken
to
my first
cast
roll,
it and
but
it just fizzles.
That ooze is still working on you.
How far is Oog and the eagle from me?
About 20 feet from the main door.
I'll fly forward. I'm double checking my 2-weapon fighting.
That's for if you do your action as
I
an
know it's got-
attack.
Mm-hmm. Which that was an attack, but it's not a physical attack, which is why
Yeah.
I'm checking the read.
Yeah,
I
it
think
does
I'm
have to be
stuck.
physical.
Um,
If you have a bonus action spell, you could do that.
range damage for bonus actions.
Usually under actions, and tell you what you have is actions in combat and
Yeah.
bonus actions. They'll tell you if you have any spells underneath it.
DM's discretion, I think, would be if I could activate my Halo of Spores when I'm within 10 feet of the eagle. Because I'm surrounded by an invisible necrotic spores that are harmless until I unleash them on a creature nearby. When a creature you can see moves into the space of you or starts their turn there, you can use your reaction to deal 1d4. So that's more of a thing for if I move within 10 feet and
Yeah,
just
and
hold,
then
I
next,
guess.
yeah, that would be in their next turn if they're within range.
Then
Whenever they start.
what I'll do is I'll move to flank the eagle for Oog. And I guess I'm just holding there. So I'm just
Okay.
getting behind it. That should be within my 30 foot of movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm stuck. I don't have a lot of,
Coolio.
I'm not used to not having a lot
You're
of
in your
moves.
room. You've heard a squelch, a squawk, lots of different noises.
Do I have a window facing the direction those noises are coming from?
You do not. Your room is a completely internal room. It doesn't have any windows.
Okay. Do I have enough movement to get out to the front door?
Yes.
Okay.
Since you wouldn't
I'd like-
be in the range or sight, you would not be in combat technically yet. I just got your lineup ready so that we could be ready.
Okay.
But once you're outside the front door, you're in combat.
Okay. So while I'm still inside, I'll go ahead and cast Mage Armor on myself, since I hear sounds of fighting going on.
Okay.
And then I'll head on outside.
Sounds good. As you exit the manor, you would see the eagle, Oog. I don't think you'd be able to see Daenor very well with his size and him being behind the erratic eagle. But as you look around, what's your passive, Tulio?
I was actually going to ask if I could use my action to perceive to look around to see if
Yeah.
there's any more eagles.
Yeah, you can definitely use your action to do so. Give me an investigation.
Big bet. That's gonna be 7 plus 5. So 22.
Beautiful. You could see that there is a total of 10 eagles just laying waste to the town, doing as much damage as they can to anything that moves.
Alright. So as a bonus action, I will go ahead and not do anything actually. Fuck. Yeah, because I don't think I have the thing that I want. Wait, how tall is the mayor's manor?
It is 2 stories tall, so about 25, 30 foot tall.
25, 30.
I'd say 30.
Okay. I
Tall
would like
ceilings.
to use my bonus action to Misty Step to the roof.
Okay.
Because that is a 30-foot teleportation.
Yep.
So if I'm able to get up to the roof with that, I would like to do that.
I'd say, yeah, you could Misty Step up to the edge, and then, yeah, move
Okay.
onto it pretty easily.
I would like to do that.
And I think I'll, yeah, that wouldn't technically take your movement. So you
Well,
still
I'm
have,
chilling once I get to the top.
Yeah. But I say, but that's your
Alright.
action, bonus action, any extra actions?
No, just chilling up here because that is action economy. So now I'm ready.
Oh, Kronk. Cronky Kronk. Cranky Kronk.
Cranky cronk.
Because you have 1 level of exhaustion at this point.
I do have a 16 AC currently, just as a thing.
Yeah. Oh, 16 AC? Oh, right, because you're mage armor. Yep.
Yep, that's why I was making a note of that.
Yeah, the level of exhaustion. God damn it.
You now have 1 level. You were getting close to it earlier, but you didn't quite make it past that hump. But with the interruption in your sleep, you definitely have a point of exhaustion now. So your movement is halved, and... Is there anything
I
else?
thought first point of exhaustion, it was disadvantage on skill checks.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's 2nd level of exhaustion. Your movement speed
His
is
movement
reduced.
is halved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just skill checks.
Yeah.
So, like, if you do anything that requires acrobatics, perception, like literally anything that
Any
is a
skill
skill, you
check.
take the lower number.
Disadvantage on skill checks.
But you were awoken by the yelling, the scurrying, and obviously the awful sounds from outside the mare. What are you doing?
Well, same basic question. Do I have a window that faces out towards them?
You would have one, because you're on the
Okay.
opposite side of the hall to Tulio.
Right. But is my window facing the commotion?
It would be facing the front of the building, so yeah, you'd be able to see most everything from above.
Okay.
Like outside of Tulio. You can't see Tulio.
I'd like to go to the window and
Mhm.
open it. So I would see what exactly from my window?
If you're not going to use your action, it'd be up to your
let's
passive
say,
perception.
yeah, with your passive of 12 and your passive intelligence 9, you would see, or more so, you could hear at least 2 eagles running amok in town.
Okay. But I can't see anything from my window at this point.
You can only see the one that the party is currently in combat with.
Okay. Same question. How far is it to the roof from where I'm at?
About 12 to 15 feet from your window. You would have to get over the, like, lip. But you are on the 2nd level, so you just have to clear the, roof
Okay.
liner.
So I'll go ahead and use my Misty Step as well to get up to the top.
So the thing with Misty Step is you have to be able to see where you're going.
Yep. It's
You
dimension
have-
door that you can use to go places you can't see, and that's a
Correct.
500-foot teleportation.
But-
and a higher level teleportation spell.
If you want to give me an acrobatics check
At
with disadvantage, I would allow you to jump out of the window and use Misty Step mid-jump to be on the roof and land it. But you have to give me an acrobatics good enough to give you the height, distance, and view. So I'd say this is a DC of... I'll be nice since you're at disadvantage and say 13.
I was gonna say 15.
That's what I was.
That would have been my baseline. But I'm being nice.
Yeah, no, I only get a 10 with that, with
So,
the disadvantage, unfortunately.
Since you rolled, you did take the jump.
Yep.
You tried to activate your Misty Step, but it fizzles because you aren't quite looking at a standing spot. You're kind of just looking at open air in the sky. So the spell is just like, where do you want to go? That's the sky. And you plummet to the ground.
Not the first time.
Tried to pull a superhero move. Falls.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
you land flat on your back, winded, taking 10 points of damage.
The best part is Tulio is literally standing probably not too far above
Oh,
you
yeah,
and just
no.
watches you jump straight outwards and then bam! And you're just looking, and he just sort of leans out and sees you just laying there looking up at him. He's like, "You
I'd like
okay
to
there,
give a
bud?"
thumbs up to Tulio.
So I won't say it's the
alright.
reason you failed, but you definitely did not expect to already see Tulio up there. So when you jump, you definitely dart over and just match eyes with him, and you're just like, and then you fall. But I'm not gonna say that's the reason it failed. It's just funny. So I think I'm gonna have to take your turn with you being prone in front of the mariner. And jump
Alright,
back up to the eagle now that we're in the proper interaction and run.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Can I use a reaction to drop a scroll to Kronk?
Yes, but he won't be able to use it until his next turn. But
That's
yeah, you
fair.
could drop
I
it
wasn't
down next to
expecting
him.
him to use it like anytime soon. I just would like to drop it to him.
Yeah, I would say you can
Okay.
toss that down.
But
I'll be nice. I'm nice
since he's
today,
below me,
apparently.
I'll burn my reaction, which means I don't get attacks of opportunity or the ability to use shield. So I
Yeah.
can't increase my AC until my turn comes back around.
So the eagle's gonna go for another multi-attack. Well. Yeah. And they are going to attack. The last one to actually do damage was Oog. So yeah, they'll still be targeting Oog. And Daynor, it's the beginning of their turn. Your spores activate, correct?
Yeah, the start of their turn. If they start their turn or end their turn within his halo of spores.
Okay. So yeah, they started it, so what's the damage for that?
Kronk, I'm gonna send you the spell that I dropped to you in the scroll.
Alright.
Six necrotic damage. Sorry, I didn't realize I still had myself muted.
You're good. The eagle rears up and starts to go in for an attack on Oog. And then simply lays down dead. It only had 1 HP after Oog's attacks, and it somehow managed to survive a whole round of you guys taking your turns without anyone doing damage outside of Oog. But that one is down. It is dead at Oog's feet, and it starts to sprout an abundance of poisonous mushrooms. You guys have a moment to gather yourselves, but there are still other eagles still doing damage to the town if you wish to pursue that. Or you could get out.
I eat it.
I haven't, if I have a moment and after I've dropped that to Kronk, I'm going to look at him and say, dose Chads. And how far away is the closest eagle?
The
question.
next closest eagle that everyone could identify would be flying above Draxbar, the dragon tongue.
Do I have a visual on it?
Yes,
hold on.
it would be currently flying above. It hasn't like down and landed.
I just need to know how far away from me it is.
Yeah, how far away?
It would be about 150 feet
I want to use.
as the crow flies.
Well, hold on. I said dose Chads. I'm gonna jump down. I'm assuming acrobatics check since it's 2 stories.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
That's gonna be not great. 9.
Oh, can I use Featherfall on him?
That is a reaction.
Yes. You aren't
I'd like-
actively in combat, so I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
As you're laying on the ground, and yeah, you just see him jump without any warrior care.
That works.
Where's the closest eagle to me?
150 foot above
We're
you.
working on it.
Yeah.
I want to kill another one.
Just a second. Austin, after you eat the mushroom, you are teleported 60 feet into the air and are currently falling. So you're now about 90 feet from the bird. Everyone else, you just see him pick up a mushroom that just grew off of one of the eagles, eat it, and then he's like perfectly in between you and the next eagle.
Ooh,
I'd like to cast Chaos Bolt directly at the eagle.
Okay.
ooh,
Grab a mushroom.
is that?
I would also like to cast Featherfall on Oog.
Okay. I'll take it.
Can you cast Featherfall one more time?
I can cast Featherfall all day.
Okay. Grab a mushroom.
All right.
I'm gonna grab a mushroom as well. On 3, we eat these, and I have a plan.
I'm
All
gonna
right. Just hold
fly
on.
straight at the eagle, please.
Sorry, what you say, Daynor?
I'm gonna fly straight at the eagle since
Okay.
I can do that, and use all my movement to get 120 feet from the motherfucker, so I can
I'll
hit.
say
it,
if you
try
dash, you can double your movement. It'll just take your action.
I don't want to burn my action because
Okay.
at 120 I can hit it. I can reach it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and hit it with another chill touch.
I haven't rolled anything for my Chaos Bolt yet, so let me know when you're ready.
It's a 16 to hit this time.
That hits. Roll damage. I'll
Uh.
let Austin roll damage now.
You're good.
Okay.
Because you are technically closer, so you'd be
4.
able to
Okay,
react.
so I
That's
got
a
the
10.
I have to run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Is this my D8? Sorry, I'm using Christmas dice. I'm trying to figure them out. Yeah, like
I got
Yeah.
20 for the hit die,
Okay.
and then effect. You're looking at 11.
and I did 8 necrotic with my chill touch.
And that one is dead.
I grabbed 3 mushrooms.
You're
Still in
there.
the sky, hun.
Yeah.
You're drifting.
You're slowly falling, yeah.
I'm falling with style.
But yes. Kronk, would you like to eat your mushroom?
Yes, I'd like to grab a hold of Julio and eat a mushroom.
Are you grabbing him by the waist like a princess, or?
Yeah, like Luke did Princess Leia.
So as you eat the mushroom, your stone becomes skin and your movement speed reduces to 10 feet.
Your
Awesome.
stone becomes skin.
Tulio, you eating your mushroom?
Did Cronkar eat his?
Yes, he did. But I kind of
Alright,
want to...
yep.
Yep, okay.
Eating it.
Beautiful. So as you both eat it at the same time, you notice Kronk's skin turns to stone. And you...
You said that's a minus 10 to my movement speed?
No, your movement speed
10.
is 10.
10? Okay.
41. You switch positions with a creature of your choice within 60 feet. So everyone's fair game except for... Oh no, everyone's in fair game.
Okay.
Except for the actual eagle. It just died and is falling to the ground as Oog is slowly.
Okay, so I have a very important question.
Mm-hmm.
If I swap places With Oog, would I be 90 feet from Kronk, but also around 90 feet from the eagle?
So the current eagle that you were targeting is dead.
Okay.
New eagle.
The next eagle, you
eagle.
aren't sure where it's at. It's in town somewhere actually harming people. Is all I will say.
Okay, I thought I knew where they were at from that earlier perception check.
You would have an idea, but you wouldn't know exactly at this point.
Okay.
Can I see where? Can I detect where the next closest eagle is?
Give me an investigation.
Yep. 18 plus.
It is just not Crunk's day today.
Plus 5, so 20, 18.
You know what? Since I'm looking at Kronk, I'll swap
23.
places with Kronk.
23 on that investigation.
You would be able to tell the
I
next
thought it was gonna go
eagle is next to the baker's brew.
I look down at the knuckleheads and I'm like, next closest eagle's next to the Baker's Brew. As I'm floating. Can I direct my flight pattern?
No.
Oh,
Featherfall is you just float
I
down.
try to swim through the air.
Got the frog kicking everything, but he ain't moving.
I'll start heading towards the harbor.
How
Just
far
slowly meander.
I am from Oog? Because I
You'd
don't
be
know.
like 20 feet at this point. Oog's almost on the ground.
At this point, I'm just
Damn
sitting
it.
there like I'm
There
in a
goes
chair.
that fun idea. Okay. I'll just fly toward the harbor.
You all make it to the harbor and see the eagle is terrorizing Atla and all of his fresh baked goods.
I jump for a knifing attack.
Would this be new initiative?
Distant.
Is this technically a new battle?
Yeah,
Or-
Yes.
different spot. So
You might be here a little late,
distance
bud.
matters.
Just a little.
How far am I from the eagle messing with our ogre friend?
You would all be about 50 feet when the initiative starts.
Okay. Can
Hey, Ook. You wanna kill it?
No good. Notice us coming around the corner.
Not many people are paying you any mind with giant eagles trying to eat everyone.
Say these words to
Can
me real
I
quick.
sneak attack
I am
Mind
willing.
Sliver at it before initiative.
I will make sure that you. I will make sure you get to kill it fastest.
What,
Hold on,
Daynor?
wait. If you guys give me a second, I can kill this thing right now. With
Can
max-
I sneak
Yeah.
attack a mind
Correct,
sliver
Eric.
spell at it?
I don't know if it would be within view before you were in view of it. And
It's a 60-foot range, so
they have keen sight, so anything that
Okay.
deals with perception checks relying
have
on sight,
advantage
they
on.
have, yeah. So it's really hard to sneak up on them, honestly.
How? Okay.
Is it
I
how
can't-
high is it in the air?
It's not. It's on the ground, like, eating the baked goods and bakers, like, the general people around the baker's brew.
Is there anyone alive around it?
You
The
can hear
baker.
Olaf from inside, definitely screaming in terror that all of his baked goods
I-
are being eaten by
I
giant
have a thing that will
eagles.
literally be surgical. Chill.
Or Atla. Atla
I want
made.
to kill this thing with some fireball, but you know, not a.
Chill for like a second. Not everything is solved with fireball.
So,
I'm the
first of
wizard and
all-
I'm telling you.
Fireball.
Initiative.
Fireball. All right,
I'm gonna let someone else actually have a chance this time.
I'm gonna let the digi
21.
this time. 9. Woo!
How
Not-
far away are you?
Daynor has 19.
What was it,
Mr. Stone's-
Julio?
It was 20 something.
21 for Tulia.
Yeah, that one.
Oog?
I rolled 15. I don't know what I'm rolling for.
Initiative.
Initiative.
Oh, okay.
So your roll plus top
5,
of your
so
sheet.
20.
You haven't. Yeah. God damn! I thought I did good with a 19.
So
Still not last.
Well,
first up is Tulio.
How far away is Kronk? Since he was taking his sweet
You
time
are
being
all
made
within
down.
5. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'd say Kronk is 1 turn away from being up with y'all, so like 10 feet away.
Okay.
I would say y'all rushed together.
Alright, I'm going to cast Vortex Warp on Kronk and put him 10 feet above the eagle that is messing with our baker boy.
Hey, yeah. Seeing how my skin has turned to stone, what attributes with that? I need to know.
Increased weight.
Because I can move him up to 90 feet, as if he is willing. Otherwise, he can make a con save to not be vortex warped. But if he's willing, he can just be warped.
Fair.
I'll do.
So if you would like to do that, give me a second to do some math. Okay.
I like to try to find creative ways to use spells.
I'm not against it. I enjoy it.
You said surgical. This is kind of surgical.
Well, I was gonna vortex warp Oog on top of it, so Oog could just stab the fuck out of it. But if we're 30 feet, Oog will be able to stab the fuck out of it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better to get you there faster, since you move slow. And you'll ground it, hopefully.
Yeah, you
Wash its head.
Vorpal warp Kronk to above the eagle, and he falls and breaks its spine.
I walk over and slit his throat.
Okay, it wasn't moving anyway, but okay.
Next eagle.
But just breaking its back isn't gonna kill it, so he kind of put it out of its misery.
I was
Where's the
about to
next
say, you
thing?
completely immobilized it. Give me a roll for investigation.
By the way, there's more of them from I saw quite a few of them. I think I saw like 8 or 9. Oh, that's not good.
13 for whatever that's worth.
11.
Okay. Y'all are not entirely sure where it is, but you hear screaming from the dragon's tongue.
Guess we're heading that direction.
It seems
Well,
like the
little-
eagles might be targeting Drac.
Yeah, I gotta go make sure he doesn't
Didn't I
get
just
hit.
save him?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, you did.
No, we say
We just saved this motherfucker. And
Drac
there's
was the
another-
first one that was being attacked in front of the mayor's manor.
What? Maybe these birds have a fucking deal with him.
So that'd be 2, 3. We're on to our
this will be the.
fourth eagle.
Yep, this will
Oh.
be number 4.
We need to kill
Well,
Drac.
let's quit discussing and get to the dragon's tongue.
Next.
And about now, Kronk, your
Sorry,
stone
Kronk, you
flesh
still
would
made
be amended.
Damn it.
Before we leave this,
I needed to use you as a battering ram a couple more times.
I'd like to slit it open and take its heart
Okay.
and eat it as we rush there.
Okay.
On our way, I would like to. Where did it
I'm a
go?
little bit peckish. I just woke
I
up.
would like to summon my wildfire spirit.
Okay.
So. It
Oh,
lasts.
we're casting things on the way there.
Yeah,
Apparently.
Oh, okay.
it lasts for an hour. Okay.
Oh wait, no, I shouldn't. Mine doesn't last that long. Never mind. I'm not doing things. Got to read the full spell description before doing things. Duration important.
Yes, Daynor.
I'd like to take 60 feet straight up and try and scan the whole town to do an investigation check, I guess, to
Give me an
see if I can
investigation check.
see what the hell's going on instead of following everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
A bat swoops down and eats you.
I don't see shit. Critical fail.
Oh, that's perfect. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
You're not.
He's
I'm a
gonna
little
get-
sorry.
It's like gonna watch a moth eaten by a hawk.
What's your AC again, Daynor?
11.
11?
But
Ooh,
I'm tiny.
ow.
Okay.
Ow.
Okay.
I'm
Do I
small.
detect
If it
his
helps, I'm
impending
harder to
doom?
hit.
But you're dealing
Theoretically.
with things with keen vision, so...
That's. I'm trying here.
They can
I know.
grab a moving burrito while they themselves are going like 60 miles an hour.
Let him grab me.
Oh, so you
They
have
have the
4
technology.
giant eagles that just see this twinkling little fairy fly up into the open sky.
Bait.
2 of them completely whiff it and miss you. But 2 of
That's
them did not. They come in for a beak attack, biting and
Yep.
nipping at your wings, trying to get you on the flyby to make you plummet to the earth. Let's see, what is that? That's 2d6 plus 3.
Do I
Uh,
notice
They
him?
have to make a con 13 save.
Okay. Yep.
They make it?
Yep.
Okay.
Anything else
Then
happen?
yeah, my spores don't.
Okay.
Use reaction. Reaction. Blah blah blah. Unless saves against your. Yeah. No. If they save, they dodge it entirely. It's not a half damage situation.
Okay. So I'd say your spores
hits or it doesn't.
probably, plume
Piff.
out, and then the wind just blows it away.
That was
Both the eagles come by and get you with one of their talons each for 21 damage total. Both of your arms have been cut up pretty severely.
Motherfuckers!
Do I notice when they start attacking him?
Yes, I would believe everyone would realize this.
I'll eat one of the mushrooms since I picked up 3.
Okay.
I want.
How close are they?
You said you have fireball, right?
15 feet?
They're currently actively like swooping around Tyler or Daynor, staying within about 20 feet circumference of him, but
You
they
said you
are
got
actively
fireball, right?
moving.
Are we sticking with our old initiative order?
Currently,
We're still trying to
yes.
get to the bar.
Okay.
I was about to say,
But-
they're still trying to get to the bar. You are currently in your own situation.
So are they? I have a move now.
You will once I give Austin his effect.
Fair.
I'm trying to
That's
get
it.
there.
That's what I'm checking. No, you're good. You're good.
I
You're
tell the
fine.
other 2, keep going. The little Twinkie's getting eaten.
Bonk, you said you got fireball, right?
How many creatures are within 30 feet of you, Osti?
We don't count as creatures, right?
You do.
I
So
don't know.
Kronk, Tulio,
I would have
Oog.
stopped, looked up, and gauged how many critters are attacking our new addition.
Mm-hmm.
So they would have gotten out
Ooh.
of range by the time I ate the mushroom.
I
to
don't
get on
think
top.
they would have.
You don't
Because
think
that's
they
just
would
a
have?
look up, see 4
Mhm.
things attacking. They might be 10 feet, not 30.
A turn is only 3 seconds, so yeah.
Okay.
So, all of you are now invisible.
Oh, cool.
Great.
Not what I wanted.
And now it is Daynor's turn. As you are in an initiative order, the other 3 are not.
Are the eagles within 10 feet of me right now? Still fucking with me.
2 of them would be, the other 2 are not. 2 are within
Okay.
10, 2 are within 20.
Higher. Damage increases. Okay, then I'm gonna drop I'm gonna cast a Wither and Bloom spell at 5th level, centered on me. So this is a con 13 save for the Eagles.
Okay.
Choice. Con save. Damage increases.
So 1 makes it, 1 does not.
Okay. So 5d6. Sorry, I wasn't planning on having to have this many d6 at once.
You're fine.
And then I'll double check what I get as health out of this as well. 11, 15, 20, 5 damage total to the one that got hit.
Okay.
Con save, necrotic on a failed, or half damage on a successful. So, do you want to save the same damage roll? Yeah, because it's the same spell.
Yeah.
So half of 25 on the one that saved. So, 14?
It'd be rounded down
12.
usually.
Yeah,
12.
normally rounded down, so it'd be 12.
12 damage to the necrotic damage. And then I can drop a hit dice to regain health. So what is my hit dice? I've never had to figure out what my hit dice are.
What class are you?
Druid Wizard.
D8.
So I can roll a d8 and I'll regain 2 health out of it.
Okay.
I'll take it. Try and keep that up. So, do that. And yeah, I don't know where the other eagles are because crit failed. So that's...
I was about to say, 4 of them are on you, and you were told of the one in front of the dragon's tongue. So, but yeah,
So
you're
yeah.
actively interacting with 4 of them.
Okay.
Real quick, I want to look at Kronk and go, when I say go, cast Fireball at those fucking eagles up there. And I want to cast Vortex Warp on Daynor, bring him down here, and say go.
And I want to cast Fireball.
I was about to say, you can't see each other, but yeah, you can hear each other.
This will break our invisibility when both of us cast.
I was about to say, yeah, both of you will be broken. Oog is still invisible. Go ahead, roll a hit on that fireball with disadvantage.
It's a save for them.
Oh, it is a
Fireball.
save? Okay.
Yeah, Fireball is a DC Dex save. But, I mean, they are eagles, but it's half damage on fail, full damage on... half damage on success, full damage on a fail.
Yeah. So
What's your DC? What's your spell save DC?
11.
Okay.
Ooh.
And again, 1 save, 1 didn't.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I need
it
to
does
do...
have I think Fireball is like a 30-foot radius.
It does. I need to roll
It's
again. So yeah,
Radius.
you got
It's a
half
big
of them.
splash.
Half of
So
them
what's
get full,
the
half
damage
get half.
on your Fireball?
Alright, so that's 8d6.
Oh, beautiful. What's the
So, for that first one, it's 26.
I mean, it would be 1 damage roll, and then it would
Yeah, it's
spread
1
across the
damage
rest.
roll.
26 for the one that it hits. And
Well, it hits all of them. It deals half
Yeah.
damage to the ones that save.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's
It's
why
a
you
big
roll
explosion.
it once. Yeah, everyone
So
takes their damage.
So then 13 for the other one. Yeah.
So,
Fireball is fun like that. It is guaranteed damage.
At will spell.
So you'd see 2 of them falling out of the sky, charred to a crisp, and 2 still ready to fuck up Daynor. And it is now their turn.
And Daynor's chilling with us now. I blipped him.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
But that's 2 of the eagles down. I think at this
And I am
point...
marking off my spell slots.
Good. At this point, eagle number 5 would notice you guys, especially from that explosion. So you still have 3 to deal with. And now I'm going to ask everyone the proper initiative.
I'm invisible.
Yeah, I know you are. You don't have to.
15.
You want me to roll with disadvantage or?
Yes.
Okay.
12.
For the first one. So it's 15.
Hey! Twins.
Finally.
You can do team up.
Is higher.
Those Chads. Team up attacks are legendary. I can drop them from the sky.
Using shit to our advantage. Oh. I'm actually surprised that one worked, to be honest with you.
12.
Well, I expected you to take some damage, but like I figured you'd be able to handle it if I only put you 10 feet up. Because I
Daynor,
could have
what
put you a lot further up.
12.
Oh, you all got 12.
No.
Me and
other two got
Kronk got 15.
Oh, okay, my bad. 15, 12. Had
So
those
that would be
backwards.
me and my wildfire spirit have 15.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
So yeah, next turn is Tulio and Kronk.
Hey, there's 2 of them there.
Yes, there are 2 still in the sky, and the one that was out in front of the dragon's tongue has noticed you and is starting to fly over.
Okay.
So all 3 are in the lineup.
In a lineup?
Moving
In the
toward us.
lineup, as in the initiative list.
Okay.
They are not in a line. Don't get excited.
I was getting very excited.
I let the
How-
player know that I'm advancing as quickly as
Is
possible.
there a way that I could get them all in a line with movement? And a bonus action Misty Step.
For reference, you have 1 here, 1 here, and 1 in front of you.
So no.
So probably not.
Damn. Hey, a wizard can dream of the perfect lightning bolt, okay?
You can
A
dream.
wizard can dream.
I'm gonna rarely ever give it to you, though.
I'm pretty sure I have dream prepared, so I can dream.
Yes, you can.
Shit. Kronk, you want to do something while I look at what my fucking options are?
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast 2nd level Scorching Ray. So that gives me, what is it? 3
It's a
rays
bunch-
of fire to hurl at targets within range. So the range
Yep.
is 120 feet on that.
If you wanted, you could send 1 to each of them.
1 to each. Yep.
Okay. Rolled. Isn't that a save?
No, it's a roll to hit.
It is a roll to hit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And just because y'all have been fighting these for a while, the AC is 13.
Okay. Okay, so that's a hit on the first one, even with advantage.
Am I in range?
Yeah, you're invisible. You can literally do whatever you want until you attack.
Second one with disadvantage.
I'm gonna let the person that's
That's a hit on the third one with disadvantage. All right. So that is 2d6 piece. So the first one is 8. The second one is 3. And the third one is 7.
Okay. So you got
Toasty.
one looking pretty toasty, but the other 2 still have some fight in them.
Okay. And
This is-
Strong.
These are the last eagles here, if the 9 was correct. So I'm gonna go ahead and I will cast a fireball.
At which one? Because you
I'm
might be
gonna
able
try
to
to-
get both in the sky, but if you hit the one on the ground, you're not going to be hitting anyone else.
So I can put it within a point within 120 feet of me. Is there a spot where I can hit, like, put the one on the ground in, like, the bottom half of the radius of the explosion and get the 2 that are in the air, or are they too far away?
They're a little too far away, because isn't it a 30-foot radial?
Let me...
Because I think the
Yeah.
ones in the sky are still
Uh,
about 30 feet from y'all.
20 foot
20?
radius.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
one
I think
on the
the ones
ground,
on the
I'm
sky
stabbing.
are 30. The one on the ground is about 35. So
Okay.
60 in total between them, like direct angle. And the ones in the sky are about 15 feet apart flying down. Because their wingspan alone is like 5 foot on each
Right.
side.
Let's see.
Ooh.
I'm vicious daggering the one on the ground.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
17 plus.
That hits. Roll damage. That's it. You don't have any sneak attack shit, do you?
oh, wait, I forgot to use my
Nah, you're a ranger sorcerer. You wouldn't have anything like that yet.
And then another 16.
Okay. That's the one on the ground. It is bloodied.
And then I'd like, let's see, that would be two actions, but I'm invisible.
You are no longer
It'll
invisible
break.
since you attacked. That's why I was saying you
Okay.
can do anything until you attack, because now you're actually in the initiative list.
Roll.
So yeah, I need
I-
your initiative.
I eat a mushroom.
I need your initiative. You already took 2 actions, hon.
13.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, I'll do the fireball on the 2 that are in the sky.
So 18.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, and then my wildfire spirit, while he's doing that, will attack the one right in front of us.
Dead. Oh no, bloodied. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, bloodied.
I'm being blonde.
I done did stepped.
Okay, so damage for
The
the
fireball deals 28 damage. It's a
They're dead?
dexterity save of 17.
even on a save, they're dead.
Okay. Kentucky Fried.
It looks
Uh,
like just
Charbroiled, I would say. And how much does the spirit deal?
five.
And that one is dead. What would you like to do now? You no longer hear necessarily screaming, but you do see blood everywhere. A couple of corpses you don't recognize, and a few you do. The imps that used to work in the Dragon's Tongue seem to be lying bloody outside, unconscious. To your best surmise.
I don't got any healing stuff, so I'm gonna leave that up to you. I'm gonna go find Drac and see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
And that's where we will cut it for this week.
That works.
All right.